Hello, everybody, and welcome. My name is Shana, and today we have a quick 15-minute core workout. The focus today is going to be on the the plank. We're going to do a front plank, a side plank, and the other side plank, and take you through some progressions of each of those. It'll be short, but it will also be challenging. Let's get started with a brief warm-up. We're going to do your forward lunge with Y-fly. Straps are at mid-length. Stand facing away from the anchor point. Arms in Frankenstein position. Feel that nice, strong, active plank. Step forward with your right foot. Lower the left knee down. Press into the handles. Feel that core brace. Shoulders away from the ears. This is the posture you're going to maintain throughout all of our planking today. Let's just do a few more of these. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Time to plank. Bring your straps down to mid-calf length. Handles just a little lower than knee height. We're going to get your feet in the foot cradles and set you up for that very first plank. Remember, at any time you're allowed to set your knees down, or you can just come out of the straps completely if you need to modify. Elbows directly beneath shoulders, pushing your heels back into the handles, shoulders away from your ears, calves tight, quads tight, glutes tight, hamstrings tight. First plank ready, and press it up. Now in this position, I want you to feel your toes pulling up towards your shins. If your feet are popping through the foot cradles, that's okay, let them go. Press the floor apart with your forearms. Squeeze those quads. 2 apples on your backside, not applesauce. Tight, tight, tight. Feel those shoulder blades engage. Eyes are gazing just ahead of your fingertips. We'll have a 30-second rest after this one. And 3, 2, and 1. Catch your breath, 30 seconds off. How'd that feel? If at any time you have any lower back pain, please set your knees down, reset, come back in, or again, come out of the straps. Your hips should never ever sag. Your back should never ever hurt. If you're comfortable, we're going to layer on hip abduction this time, meaning your legs are going to open and close, engaging those hips a little bit more. Let's get back into position. Elbows directly beneath your shoulders, shoulder blades in back pockets, belly button in, calves, quads, glutes, hamstrings tight. Stick that landing, that open, and close. Now, the entire time in this position, you're thinking full body tension. Are those shoulder blades down and back? Are your eyes gazing out ahead of your fingertips? Is your head moving away from your shoulders like a turtle head coming out of a turtle shell? Are you actively pushing down in those foot cradles? 5, 4, you got this. 3, 2, and 1. Gently come on down. We're going to move on up to your hands for this next one for a Trx Crunch Matrix. If this is bothering your wrists, ensure that your shoulders are lined up directly over your wrists and you're not rocking forward. That tends to be the culprit for wrist pain because it makes it easier on the core, but then we pinch our wrists. You can also put a little more weight in your fingertips. We're going to crunch your knees from your left side to your middle to your right side and then unwind. 3, 2, 1, strong active plank. Knees come to one side, stick it, middle, stick it, the other side. Now if you didn't catch that right away, go ahead and stop. Pause the video, practice, and then hit play and join me when you're ready for this. Side, plank, center, plank, side, plank. 10 seconds left. I like to stop and squeeze and make sure I'm locked in to that perfect plank between each rep. Middle, 2, 1, and relax. 30-second rest break. Starting to realize we need these rest breaks, right? Last one is called the Pendulum Swing. You're going to plant your hands and press through your shoulders so your whole body moves as one big pendulum. I'm not wagging my tail at my waist, but I'm pressing through my shoulders and swinging side to side. The more brave you are, the higher you can swing. Let's come up in our plank position to start in 3, 2, and 1. Strong plank. I press into one hand and then the other. All those plank rules apply. My shoulders are still away from my ears. My bum is still tight. Body's in that nice straight line. But now I'm opening up through my chest and my shoulders with every single swing. Making sure you're not letting those hips sag through the middle. Body is long and strong like a surfboard. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slow it down. Oh, let's rotate to your side plank position. We have 45 seconds here to recover, catch your breath, and get ready for this next series. So I'm on my right side. You can do your right or your left, but I do want your top foot to be in front and your bottom foot to be behind, and you're going to line them up so they're on an even plane, like you're on a balance beam. So heel to toe. My right elbow is directly beneath my right shoulder. I'm going to ensure my hips are pressed forward and they're also elevated, and I have downward pressure in my feet to keep my legs from swinging back and forth. And once again, you can always set your knees down or take your feet out of the foot cradles. You guys ready? Elbows planted, shoulder blade back pocket. You can use that hand to push up and push down to lift up. I'm driving my feet downward. I'm pressing my hips forward. I'm squeezing those butt cheeks tight. Maybe you know my favorite cue. I've got the winning lottery ticket between my butt cheeks, and I don't want anybody to take it. I'm pulling those toes back towards my shins, squeezing my thighs together like I'm trying to pop a water balloon, and I'm actively pressing into the floor. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh my goodness. Those side planks really do pick it up a notch, don't they? You have 30 seconds recovery here. As always, you can stay there. You can do a regular side plank on the floor. I'm going to offer the option of adding a crunch. So I hold that side plank, but both of my knees come in and out. You really have to keep downward pressure in those foot cradles to keep your legs from swinging around like crazy. You ready, guys? Going in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Push down, lift up. I'm reaching toward the sky, pulling my knees in, sticking that landing. I'm actively pressing through my forearm on this right side. I'm still keeping my toes pressed towards my shins, my hip in that nice straight alignment, and these hips pressed forward toward my screen. 10 seconds to go. Whew. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh my goodness, that is no joke. 30 seconds off. I'm going to roll up that shoulder. Next up, we're going to go plank with rotation. Now, I'm not just flopping over and back like a seal. As I reach my arm underneath my body, my hips are going to come up in a bit of a piked position. Okay, so it's not just a rotation, but it's a rotation with a pike. You can try to tap the ground behind your body. Finding that nice strong plank, toes back towards your shins, heel-toe alignment, calves tight, quads tight, glutes tight, hamstrings tight, press it up. Now I'm going to reach under my body, lift the hips up, and come back and stick that landing. Reach under and back, keeping those feet even, pressing my hips forward between each rep, big squeeze. 10 seconds to go, maybe 2 more good rotations. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh my goodness. Oh, shake it up. We have 1 more on this side. Now you're appreciating that 30-second rest break, aren't you? Oh, my right side sure is. Option. This is a very challenging option. You do not have to take it, but now you have the option of going up to one hand. This takes a lot of shoulder stability. If at any point you feel like you're collapsing into that shoulder capsule, exit this option, because that means you might be doing some shoulder damage. It also takes a lot of balance. I might not stay here the whole 30 seconds. We'll see. 3, 2, and 1. Bam, I'm pressing up. I'm driving down into my hand. I'm pressing my hips forward, squeezing my buns. Ooh, we'll see if I can make it. My shoulder is directly above my hands. I can't move this top arm, otherwise I start swinging. Drive those feet down. Can you do a rotation here? Reach that hand under. What? Oh, just 1 for me. 10 seconds to go. Then we have a little breather and we'll switch sides. 5, 4, 3, 2, and oh my goodness. I'm going to move my straps. We have 45 seconds here. I'm going to have you roll to your stomach and roll to the other side. That way your feet don't come out of the foot cradles. I'm going to move my straps so that you don't have to see my bum during this entire next set. So once again, we're going to get your toes in. I'm going to go into my left forearm now. And we're doing that same series on this side. So my top foot is in front, my bottom foot's behind. If I'm on my left forearm, that means my right foot is in front, my left foot's behind. We're going to start with that standard side plank. And guys, this is our last series. We're almost done. All right, ready, set. Elbow beneath shoulder, tummy tight, bum tight. 3, 2, hand down, push down, lift up. Oh, it feels nice to at least be off that first side. I want you to actively press that forearm down to the floor. Think like you're trying to punch a hole into the basement of wherever you are. Even if you're in your basement, try to make a new basement. Squeeze your buttons forward, reach that arm up toward the sky. Tight, tight, tight. I'm actively pressing down in my foot cradles. Only 10 seconds to go, and then you only have 3 more sets with me today. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on down. 30 seconds off. Same thing here with the option to add those crunches on this side. Again, it's always an option. If you just want to do your regular side plank, that's awesome. If your hips are starting to sag, shoulders starting to hurt, take your feet out of the foot cradles, because remember, this TRX is adding a more advanced option to these core strengthening exercises. All right, forearm on the ground. I'm going to add that crunch this time. Toes towards my shin. Tight, 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 tight. Braced. 3, 2, and 1. Pushing down, lifting up, finding that plank, knees come in and out. Again, I'm actively driving my feet down in those foot cradles to keep them from swinging. I'm still pushing down to lift up. I'm reaching this hand toward the sky, trying to create as much distance between my right fingertips and my left elbow as possible. 10 seconds left. Keep squeezing, keep bracing. Finish every single rep. 5, 4, 3, 2, oh my. All right, side plank with rotation or with tap. This one does take some practice, so if this is your first time trying it, just work your best of getting those hips up into that pike. Gives you a stronger abdominal contraction and a little more control through the straps when you do this one. Oh, we still have 10 seconds left. Really short nap. I have kids, every 5-second nap counts nowadays. All right, we're going in. 3, 2, and 1. Push down, lift up, and I'm going to reach this hand underneath. Oh, I don't know about you. I'm noticing a difference between sides. I definitely feel a little more dominant and stable on my right side than my left side. So I really have to think and control and perhaps move a little bit slower. But see how I'm pulling my toes towards my shins every rep. I press these hips forward, reaching the arm underneath, tap behind me, come right back to that starting position. 1 more good one. 3, 2, and 1. Oh, all right. Grand finale. I lied. We're going to do a grand finale right after this one. Right now, grand finale, I'm going to try to go to my hand for this one. All right, shake this out. Remember, this is only an option. This is a very advanced option. If you don't feel safe, please just do your regular side plank or one of the other versions we've done in this series. All right, I'm going to plant this left hand directly beneath my left shoulder. Use this hand to get up. 3, 2, 1. Push down, lift up. Bam. I'm driving down in my hand, I'm squeezing my buns, I'm creating tension, my whole body, pulling the belly button in, and again, pushing down in my hand and in my feet. 15 seconds left. You can add that rotation if you'd like. I think just 1 is fine for me. Tight, tight, tight. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh my goodness, come on down. All right. Grand finale exercise. We're going to cycle between side plank, center plank, other side plank, and just continue cycling through those. I'm going to move this back over here. Pop those toes in. You can start on either side, but it's more controlling that movement through space. So top foot is in front, bottom foot's behind. Bracing that forearm. Again, if you want to watch first, pause, and then start it up again and give it a shot, feel free. So I'm in my side plank. Bam. I'm going to come under, front plank, stick it, and then rotate, other side plank. Back to my front plank. Squeeze, back around, side plank. Boom. Stick it, rotate it, and then back around. Tight, tight, tight. Bam. I'm keeping that ears, shoulders, hips, ankles in alignment. Woo! Coming out of these straps, 1 quick stretch, and then you're done. We've got our half kneeling torso rotation. So I'm going to have you guys come forward like we did in warm-ups. Arms straight out in front of you. Gently set your left knee to the ground. Drive the hips forward, drop your right arm down to the side. Eyes follow that right hand. Create as much distance as you can between hands. Squeeze your buns, tuck your tail under. Well, that was a lot of planking. What I really hope, go ahead and switch sides, is that you maintained proper form during that entire 15 minutes of work. You focused on keeping that full body core brace. Those hips never sagged down. Your ears, shoulders, hips, ankles were in perfect alignment the entire time, and you felt challenged. And keep doing this workout. Keep bookmarking this workout, especially if you weren't able to achieve those higher level planks, because eventually you will, and it'll feel so good. Guys, thank you so much for joining me today. Be sure to check out my other videos. If you can and you haven't, please subscribe, like this video. Have a great day.